Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. New subscribers, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome back.
You all need to know the battles that I have been fighting.
So, guys, as you know, Dr. Alfred Dawes, the PNP candidate for Southeast St. Catherine, is back in the news. On Sunday, he told a group of PNP workers that he was actually poisoned last year, July. Initially, when it was reported, he dismissed the report that he was poisoned. He said that he suffered an allergic reaction and rushed to the hospital just to be safe. Quote, "I have been hearing those reports going around, but they are false." That's what he told the Loop News in an interview. "I was at a restaurant and had an allergic reaction, and out of an abundance of caution, I went to have it checked out at a medical facility," said the medical practitioner. Dawes said he was the only one who went to the medical facility to have the matter addressed. That was the story last year. So on Sunday, he took to the political platform where PJ Patterson and other members of the party hierarchy was supposed to show up, endorse him. PJ did not show up, and the crowd was scanty because the people are resisting him and saying that they want to vote for their representative. He was inserted by the party. So on Sunday, when he took to the platform, he said that he was compelled to share what he has been going through and the sacrifice that he has made. He said, "I was actually poisoned last year. I kept it from my family. I kept it from the party. I kept it from God. I kept it from everybody." He said, "I was poisoned, but the intended victim was a comrade, female, a PNP colleague. She was part of the plot, a politically motivated plot to tarnish my image after I entered representational politics. She was supposed to be poisoned, and I was supposed to drive her to the hospital, this dead female to the hospital, and then my reputation would be damaged." Recounting the incident, he said his female colleague had ordered a meal. However, before dropping her off after the meeting, the colleague gave him the meal saying, "My MP, you haven't eaten since morning. Better you eat it." Oh my gosh. He said while eating the food, he became sick, throat tightening, feeling bad, ended up at the hospital. Quote, "The plan was never for me to eat that food. It was for her to eat that food. And they were hoping that I would be rushing a dead female to the hospital and the scandal that ensued would destroy my name. And then the police, every time I spoke to a senior member of the police, reporters would be calling with the same information I gave the police. So I knew this was not a plot from Southeast St. Catherine. This was something bigger. There is a group of people who will not stop, even if it is to unalive innocent persons, not to destroy me, but they need to destroy my name." Oh my gosh. According to Dawes, he deliberately withheld this information from the leadership of the party and even his own family. He said blood tests at the hospital revealed that he suffered liver and kidney damage, which he said cemented everything, that he was poisoned. He did not mention the source of the poison. For example, he did not mention what exactly it was that was put into the food to poison him. He said that he faced fierce resistance, including reported death threats, since he was selected last year to represent the PNP in St. Catherine, Southeastern, in the next election. Amid anger from PNP supporters in the constituency over the party's choice of Dawes as its standard bearer for the next general election, Arsonists attempted to destroy the PNP constituency office. Dawes had also reported that individuals have called him and threatened his life and his family. But he has repeatedly said he will not back down. Guys, let us dissect this a little bit. If you felt that you were poisoned last year, that's not something that you come out and lie about. That is not something that you try to conceal. That is not something that you hide from your family and your party's hierarchy and your friends. This is just not something that you conceal, but he concealed it. I don't know why. I guess it's kind of like the same way that they concealed what happened to Melissa Silvera, right? Yeah, he was there at the scene, but he never told. And when asked, he started to get angry. Same way, conceal it, right? Anyway, so something like this happens, and when asked, you say, oh no, that's not true. I had an allergic reaction. And I went to the hospital by myself. But the media kept asking me about this female. Oh my gosh. Weird, huh? So 1 year later, when you have recovered and your organs are probably doing much better, you probably detox out your system and wash out your belly and all kind of something. You're going to come 1 year later and frighten the comrades them and tell them, say, look here, I'm nearly dead, I never lie to people. Them are telling I was poisoned. Oh my gosh. What can I really go so? I was poisoned. At this time, when PJ did not show up, them put him on a flyer, put him name on a flyer, PJ did not show up. And it is alleged, guys, that PJ did not show up because he heard that Dr. Dawes was at Melissa's crime scene. Melissa is his goddaughter. Dawes was at the crime scene when they all kept silent for 6 weeks, giving all kind of story about how Melissa died. But they never told the truth about it, which was that Melissa was shot 3 times. Miss Little Bit of Blood told Jamaica that Dr. Dawes was seen on the scene when she got there. Yeah. So it's kind of the same. It's kind of like the same thing. Conceal what happened to Melissa until the autopsy spoke. So he concealed being poisoned. It's so hard to believe anything these guys say. They could never give you a straight story. And you always feel suspicious about them because it just always feels wrong, How can you believe people who have such poor judgment to handle situations like this? Serious situations. It's terrible. And maybe PJ's instinct is right because, you see, when people do stuff like that, his goddaughter was killed so brutally. And you have the husband calling all the members of the party, come guys. Melissa's not breathing. Come on. Come see what happened to her. And call the doctor and call Dr. Dawes. And he goes all the way to Stony Hill. To do what? To attempt CPR? To give medication? What? To assume a diagnosis? To try to figure out what caused her death? Or as Little Bit of Blood said, little bit of blood was coming from her nose and we thought that it was aneurysm. These guys can't be trusted. I don't know about you guys, but I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Jamaica people, be ye careful. This does not seem right. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't smell right. It does not look right. If I had to guess, guys, I would say he had an allergic reaction and he just used that opportunity to come and give this fictitious story just to play victim or something. This is not normal, guys. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comment. Do you think it was allergies or do you think it was poison? Keep it locked here to Jamaica Politics Uncovered, where you get all your political news, reviews, and updates. See you in the next video.